Devarim chapter 11. Therefore you are to love Yehovah your God and always obey his commission, regulations, rulings, and mitzvot. Today it is you I am addressing, not your children who haven't known or experienced the discipline of Yehovah your God, his greatness, his strong hand, his outstretched arm, his signs and his actions which he did in Egypt to Pharaoh the king of Egypt and to his entire country. They didn't experience what he did to Egypt's army, horses, and chariots, how Yehovah overwhelmed them with the water of the Sea of Suf as they were pursuing you, so that they remain destroyed to this day. They didn't experience what he kept doing for you in the desert until you arrived at this place, or what he did to Datan and Aviram, the sons of Eliab, the descendant of Reuven. How the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, along with their households, tents, and every living thing in their company, there in front of all Israel. But you have seen with your own eyes all these great deeds of Yehovah. Therefore you are to keep every mitzvah I am giving you today, so that you will be strong enough to go in and take possession of the land you are crossing over to conquer, and so that you will live long in the land Yehovah swore to give to your ancestors and their descendants, a land flowing with milk and honey. For the land you are entering in order to take possession of it isn't like the land of Egypt. There you would sow your seed and had to use your feet to operate its irrigation system as in a vegetable garden. But the land you are crossing over to take possession of is a land of hills and valleys, which soaks up water when rain falls from the sky. It is a land Yehovah your God cares for. The eyes of Yehovah your God are always on it, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So if you listen carefully to my mitzvot, which I am giving you today, to love Yehovah your God and serve him with all your heart and all your being, then, says Yehovah, I will give your land its rain at the right seasons, including the early fall rains and the late spring rains, so that you can gather in your wheat, new wine, and olive oil. And I will give you your fields grass for your livestock. And I will give your fields grass for your livestock, with the result that you will eat and be satisfied. But be careful not to let yourselves be seduced, so that you turn aside serving other gods and worshiping them. If you do, the anger of Yehovah will blaze up against you. He will shut up the sky so that there will be no rain. The ground will not yield its produce, and you will quickly pass away from the good land Yehovah is giving you. Therefore you are to store up these words of mine in your heart and in all your being. Tie them on your hand as a sign. Put them at the front of a headband around your forehead. Teach them carefully to your children, talking about them when you sit at home, when you are traveling on the road, when you lie down and when you get up, and write them on the doorframes of your house and on your gates, so that you and your children will live long on the land Yehovah swore to your ancestors that he would give them for as long as there is sky above the earth. Maftir. For if you will take care to obey all these mitzvot I am giving you, to do them, to love Yehovah your God, to follow all his ways and to cling to him, then Yehovah will expel all these nations ahead of you, and you will dispossess nations bigger and stronger than you are. Wherever the sole of your footsteps will be yours. Your territory will extend from the desert to the Lebanon, and from the river, the Euphrates River, to the western sea. No one will be able to withstand you. Yehovah your God will place the fear and dread of you on all the land you step on, as he told you. See, I am setting before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing, if you listen to the mitzvot of Yehovah your God that I am giving you today, and the curse, if you don't listen to the mitzvot of Yehovah your God, but turn aside from the way I am ordering you today, and follow other gods that you have not known. When Yehovah your God brings you into the land you are entering in order to take possession of it, you are to put the blessing on Mount Gerizim and the curse on Mount Ebal. Both are west of the Yarden in the direction of the sunset, in the land of the Canaanite living in the Arava, across from Gilgal, near the pistachio trees of Moreh. For you are to cross the Yarden to enter and take possession of the land Jehovah your God is giving you. You are to own it and live in it, and you are to take care to follow all the laws and rulings I am setting before you today.